Timeless feminine. Discover timeless hobbies that nurture your feminine energy and elevate your lifestyle. Ladies, imagine this with me for a moment. Imagine waking up in a soft, sunlit room, wrapped in fresh linen sheets. You hear birdsong drifting through the window, the gentle rustle of morning leaves, and somewhere in your cozy kitchen, your favorite tea is slowly brewing. You stretch, feeling every part of your body awaken softly. No rush, no harsh alarms, just warmth and grace. This is what it feels like to live in your timeless feminine energy. To move through life as if you were gliding, rather than rushing. The timeless feminine is not a trend or a fleeting aesthetic. It is an ancient, universal essence. It is the same energy that inspired Renaissance muses to sit for hours in gentle light. The same one that guided women in ancient Japanese tea ceremonies to pour every drop with mindfulness. The one that moved grandmothers in small villages to embroider delicate flowers into linens they would pass down for generations. It is the energy of softness, but also quiet power. It is intuitive, nurturing, artistic, magnetic. It is not about weakness. Rather, it is about a deep-rooted strength that knows when to rest, when to bloom, and when to simply be. Living in your timeless feminine allows you to reconnect deeply with your intuition and emotions. Move your body with intention, softness, and elegance. Soothe your nervous system and lower stress naturally. Spark your creative spirit and reawaken your inner artist. Feel more sensual and present in every daily ritual, from sipping tea to arranging flowers. Create environments, both internal and external, that radiate warmth, beauty, and safety. When you embrace timeless feminine hobbies, you're not just passing time. You're cultivating a richer, more poetic life. You're telling your body, your mind, and your spirit that you are worthy of slow beauty, of softness, of joy for its own sake. My name is Halima, and today, I'm sharing 12 of the most beautiful, timeless hobbies that can transform how you feel, think, and glow, from the inside out. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel for Every Woman XO for more invigorating content on femininity, beauty, productivity, and everything in between. Let's step into this gentle, luxurious, timeless feminine era together. 1. Walking in nature. When was the last time you truly listened to the wind and felt your soul sigh with relief? There's something almost poetic about simply walking in nature. Throughout history, women found power in nature. From forest walks of romantic poets to the garden strolls of Versailles queens. When we step outside, whether it's a quiet morning walk in your neighborhood or a peaceful stroll through a lush garden, we reconnect with the earth and ourselves. Physically, walking in nature improves circulation, reduces stress hormones, awakens our body, and even boosts your immune system. Spiritually, it aligns you with nature's quiet rhythm. It reminds us that we're part of something bigger, something timeless and endlessly beautiful. On a deeper level, it brings clarity to your mind and a calm rhythm to your soul. 2. Home decorating and styling. Your home is your sanctuary, a mirror of your inner world. Throughout centuries, women have managed the arrangement of their homes, creating inviting spaces that reflected family honor and personal warmth. Women have used interiors to express their souls, from delicate French salons to quiet Japanese tatami rooms. Decorating and styling your space is more than just moving or buying pillows, or buying a pretty television set. It is more than aesthetics. It's soul nourishment. Your home becomes a living vision board of your softest, most radiant self. It's about creating an environment that inspires you daily. This hobby strengthens your creativity, sharpens your aesthetic eye, and makes you feel proud and safe in your space. It nurtures your spirit, making your home a true extension of your heart. A place where you can recharge, dream, and glow. 3. Reading classic literature or poetry. Have you ever felt transported to another century just by turning a page? Reading deepens your empathy, sharpens your mind, and turns daily life into a romantic story. There's a certain elegance in curling up with a beautifully written book, or a collection of timeless poetry. Reading classic literature deepens your understanding of human nature and connects you to the universal emotions that have existed for centuries. It exercises your mind, enriches your vocabulary, and opens your heart to new perspectives. Poetry, in particular, softens your spirit. It makes you see ordinary moments through a magical, romantic lens. 4. Sewing or embroidery. What if every stitch you made carried a quiet wish for future generations? Embroidery is an art as old as civilization itself. In ancient China, young women were taught embroidery as a symbol of patience and devotion. In Europe, heirloom samplers were stitched by girls to showcase their refinement and readiness for life. The meditative stitching soothes the spirit, strengthens focus, and allows you to create beauty with your own hands. A truly feminine act of legacy and care. Sewing and embroidery are ancient arts that invite patience, intention, and creativity. The slow, repetitive movements calm your nervous system and teach you to appreciate detail and craftsmanship. These hobbies strengthen your focus, help you develop fine motor skills, and give you a deep sense of accomplishment when you create something beautiful with your own hands. They remind us of a time when women poured love into every stitch, creating heirlooms that carried stories for generations. 5. Baking delicate pastries or bread. From the half-baked breads of ancient Egyptian women to the ornate pastries of French patisseries, baking has always been a feminine ritual of nurturing. The act of transforming simple ingredients into warmth and sweetness mirrors our power to create life and comfort. There is something almost sacred about baking. The scent of warm bread filling your home, the delicate folding of a croissant, the artful swirl on a cake. Baking strengthens your patience and precision. It's almost like a moving meditation, grounding you in the moment. On a health level, it can improve dexterity and reduce stress, while on a soulful level, it symbolizes nurturing, giving life and warmth to those you love. Baking is an act of love for both your body and your spirit, and it makes you feel truly feminine and generous. 6. Gardening and floral arrangement. When you touch petals, do you feel your heart blooming too? When you garden or arrange flowers, you become an artist in collaboration with nature. Gardening improves your strength, flexibility, and even reduces cortisol levels, supporting your mental health. Arranging flowers invites you to slow down, connect with colors, textures, and scents. It brings beauty and vitality into your home and your heart. Spiritually, it teaches patience and reverence for life's natural cycles, an empowering reminder that beauty blooms in its own time. 7. Painting and watercolor art. Imagine letting your emotions flow onto a canvas like water on silk. From Renaissance salons to quiet garden studios, painting was a sacred feminine space to express unspoken feelings. It reduces anxiety and transforms your inner world into visible poetry. Painting, especially with watercolors, allows you to express emotions that words often cannot capture. Painting encourages emotional release and strengthens your creative intuition. The gentle flow of watercolors on paper mimics the flow of feminine energy, soft, fluid, and ever-changing. Painting is not just about making something pretty. It's about letting your inner world dance onto the canvas. 8. Journaling and calligraphy. What if writing became a love letter to your own soul? Women have used writing as private sanctuaries and kept journals as private spaces to explore emotions and desires. Writing down your thoughts in a beautiful journal or practicing the art of calligraphy is a powerful way to reconnect with your inner voice. Journaling helps you process emotions, set intentions, and celebrate your journey. It supports mental clarity and emotional resilience. Calligraphy, on the other hand, transforms writing into art. The focus it requires brings mindfulness, while the beauty of each letter nurtures your appreciation for detail and elegance. Together, these practices nourish your mind and soul, allowing you to fall in love with your own story and savor the beauty of your handwriting. A forgotten but deeply intimate feminine tradition. 9. Learning a new language. Imagine opening your heart to a whole new world, just through words. In royal courts, multilingual women were admired for their refinement, charm, wit, and elegance. Learning a new language opens you to different cultures, different ways of thinking, and new connections. It exercises your brain, improving memory and cognitive flexibility. Emotionally, it boosts confidence and gives you a beautiful sense of accomplishment. Spiritually, learning a new language humbles you. It reminds you how big and interconnected the world truly is. It's a hobby that enriches both your mind and your heart, helping you move through the world with grace and curiosity. 10. Tea rituals. What if your afternoon tea became your most sacred moment of the day? Tea rituals are an invitation to slow down and savor the moment. There are different kinds of teas with different benefits. Preparing and enjoying tea mindfully can reduce stress, support digestion, and warm your body from the inside out. It becomes a sacred pause in your day, a time to reconnect with your breath, set intentions, and treat yourself gently. Spiritually, tea ceremonies symbolize peace, presence, and the art of simplicity, a beautiful embodiment of feminine energy. 11. Studying art history or visiting museums. Imagine seeing your life as a living masterpiece. In the 18th century, young European women embarked on grand tours to study art and culture, returning home more worldly and refined. Exploring art history today refines your aesthetic eye and ignites wonder. It teaches you to see life itself as a canvas, each detail a brushstroke in your personal masterpiece. Immersing yourself in art history or spending an afternoon in a museum refines your eye for beauty and strengthens your cultural awareness. It exercises your mind, sparks inspiration, and deepens your appreciation for human creativity through the ages. Spiritually, it's an invitation to see life as art, to find poetry in shapes, colors, and silent stories hanging on the wall. This hobby nurtures your sense of wonder and reminds you of the timeless elegance that lives within you. 12. Hosting elegant gatherings. They say hospitality is the joy of receiving. Hosting is a beautiful feminine ritual, creating a warm, welcoming space for others to feel cherished. It strengthens your creativity, planning skills, and sense of community. Physically, it gets you moving and connecting. Emotionally, it fills your heart with joy and gratitude. Spiritually, it embodies the feminine essence of generosity and love, turning simple meals into cherished memories. Simply put, a good hostess is the very definition of a femme extraordinaire. Now these hobbies aren't just activities. They are gateways to a more elegant, soulful, and feminine life. They remind us to slow down, to savor, to create beauty not just around us, but within us. Which one of these hobbies are you most drawn to? Or is there one you're already practicing? Share it in the comments. Let's inspire each other to live more softly and beautifully. And to all my ladies who appreciate timeless content, I highly recommend you watch my video Future of Beauty. It offers a fascinating glimpse into beauty standards of the past and where we're heading to in future. And if you haven't already, don't forget to like this video. It helps other women looking for similar content discover it too. Subscribe and join our beautiful community here at For Every Woman XO. Here's to becoming your most timeless feminine self. You are For Every Woman XO.